So today's lesson is on ratios. This is a new concept, so it's really important that you write everything down, pause this as you go, and make sure you use your notes to answer any questions, whether it's tests, lesson quizzes, or unit tests and unit quizzes. So what is a ratio? Well, a ratio is a comparison of two values. Now, it's also displayed as an expression. We've talked a lot about expressions, but what is an expression? It's a number sentence that actually is without an equal sign. We're used to seeing number sentences with add, subtract, multiply, and divide, but ratios are also considered expressions. It's shown in a little bit different ways, and you'll be learning about that. One thing that's super important is that order matters. When you are given information, you have to make sure you pay attention to what order is wanted to be listed. So for example, if I have this statement, one teacher for every 38 students, that is actually a ratio. We're comparing teachers to students. Numbers must be in this order if that's what's required. Now there's three different ways to write your ratio. There's word form, there's colon form, and there's a fraction form. You need to know all of those, but we'll probably focus more on one than the other. Now, for word form, we're going to take a look back up at this. So if we want to keep it as teachers to students, we would have to write it as 1 to 38. Okay? So that's the word, 2. This is going to be the most common way to see it in word form. However, you will also see possibly 1 per 38 or 1 out of 38, depending on the situation. Next, there is colon form. A colon, we use that in English and in writing often, and that's what it is, but it's also a mathematical symbol as well. How do we write teachers to students? Oh, here's a clue, teachers to students. So it would be 1 to 38. That's colon form. And what we would say is just what we said in word form, 1 to 38. Now here's the fraction form, and this is what your homework is written in. So for fraction form, it looks just like a fraction, 1 to 38. And again, we say 1 to 38. We do not say 1/38. Although it looks like a fraction, a ratio is comparing these two numbers. It's not creating a number out of it, but it is comparing each of these to each other. So there's our fraction bar. Now, one thing you need to remember that 1 out of 38 or 1 to 38 can also be written like this. If you notice, that is also a fraction, 1 to 38. And this is what we're most commonly using in our notes and in our lesson quiz. Now, this is in simplest form. All of these are in simplest form because the only factor shared between 1 and 38 is 1. So that's already in simplest form, but you're going to be asked to show your ratios in simplest form. So for it to be in simplest form, we need to follow these steps. You're familiar with these. We do these with fractions all the time. So step 1 is to find the greatest common factor of each number. Now, if you're struggling finding the greatest common factor, you can always just find a common factor and then keep whittling your way down. The second step is to divide each number by the greatest common factor. Like I said, you might have to just use the common factor and keep whittling it down. Then you rewrite with the remaining factors. So we're going to use this one as an example. Okay? So for every 4 boys, there are 12 girls. Now here, we're going to give you the direction. What is the ratio, now be careful, of girls to boys? Okay, so this is given as boys to girls, but the ratio needs to be girls to boys. All right, I just wrote that there to remind me. So in word form, it would be girls to boys. Now, this is not in simplest form. So I could find the greatest common factor. What's my greatest common factor? Well, both 12 and 4 share the factor 4. So here is greatest common factor is 4. Step 1, divide each by the greatest common factor. This means division. Isn't that interesting that the fraction bar means so many different things? So 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. So the answer would be 3 to 1. Now, what if we are doing it the colon way? Again, girls to boys. Girls were 12 to 4. Same thing, we can divide by the greatest common factor, and 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. So the ratio is 3 to 1. Now, what about the fraction way? Well, I think you're getting it. So if we have this fraction, we have, 12 to 4, because it's girls to boys, and in fraction form it would be girls to boys. Okay, so the first and then the second number, and we would divide by the greatest common factor, which would be 3 to 1. And then all you have to do is rewrite it as 3 to 1. Remember, it is girls to boys. And that is how we show ratios.